1980, I had a normal kind of night. I went to the airport to pick up a colleague who had flown in from New York. He happened to be from a foundation. We had written all these grants because we were working on all these very grassroots projects. And this guy had the money. So I picked him up at the airport and I said, Gabe, we need to get over to the meeting hall so I can introduce you to the rest of the team. Maura, he said, I need a beer. Gabe, we're on kind of a tight timeline. I need a beer, and you need me for the money. I'm in Tennessee, very strict liquor laws. I'm driving the car thinking, where in the hell am I going to find him a beer at this time of night? But I remembered there was a new pub that had opened up. So I pull into the parking lot, get him a seat at the bar, brand new bar, nice wood, big mirror behind the bar, clean, nice. I go, look, I'm going into the restroom, I'll be back in a minute. So when I'm washing my hands at the sink, just finished up, the woman comes up behind me, and I don't know why I noticed her, but she had this really frizzy hair. She came up behind me, and she threw me against the bathroom wall and held my wrists up against the wall. And she starts screaming at me, you're with that nigger. And I think I'm going to die in a bar, in a bathroom bar in Tennessee, because Gabe happened to be black. So I'm thinking, I don't want to die. I throw her off me. I walk back to the bar and I sit down and I'm shaking. And Gabe says, oh, Maura, while you were gone, someone gave me this. I think they want to welcome me. And down the bar, he passes a business card, which I pick up and read. KKK. Royal Order of the Ku Klux Klan, Upper East Tennessee. I'm going to die. I look at him, I say, Gabe, and here is this gorgeous man in this charcoal gray Armani suit with monogrammed sleeves on his crisp white shirt, this beautiful silk tie, as regal as anyone I've ever met. He says, Maura, I like this place. And his eyes are flashing in his head. And I said, Gabe, this is not a safe place. We have to get out of here. And I'm thinking, we can't die before you give us the money for our projects. I have to tell you, I had it in my mind. It paid my salary. I didn't want to die there, KKK or not. He said, Maura, I am from Ethiopia. I do not run from a fight. And I thought, oh shit, we're really gonna die now. I look in the mirror. The woman from the bathroom, my new best friend, is in the back corner at the pool table with a guy with the pool cue. And I'm thinking, oh Lord, and I hear boom, 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 boom. The guy with the pool cue slams the cue on the floor right behind Gabe's bar stool. Gabe turns around and says, oh, hello. The man says, you are not welcome here. You gotta go. Gabe kind of fixes his tie and says, we will leave. Boom, boom, boom. The guy walks back towards the pool table. And then Gabe continues to talk. When I finish my beer, oh my God. At this point, I take my fingernails, I dig them into Gabe's left wrist, because I figured, if we're going down together, I'm gonna let him know I'm not happy. I said, we really have to go. He goes, and he's sipping his beer, the slowest that I've ever seen anybody drink a beer. I swear, he's thinking of his mother in Ethiopia. He has 10 brothers and sisters. Every brother and sister got a little sip. He finally puts the empty glass back down on the bar. Maura, I think it's time. He gets up, straightens out his jacket. I'll never forget it. I'm thinking, Jesus, leave the jacket alone. He's fixing his tie. He offers me his arm. We will leave now. He turns and he said to them, goodbye. The man is tempting fate. We get out to my car. I lock the doors as soon as we get in. My hand is shaking so hard with the keys, I can barely start the ignition. And I'm just thinking, oh my God, are they going to follow us? What are they going to do? And he turns to me, he puts his hand on my arm, and he says, Maura, do not worry. There are more of us than there are of them. You will get your money. We have a lot of work to do here. Now, I visited this guy. It's just, one of the best things about stories is remembering these people who made such an impact in my life. And this guy, I visited him several times back in Manhattan. He had this office on Park Avenue with the New World Foundation, and then we went on to work for the Ford Foundation, and then he started this amazing group that worked for housing for low-income people all over the country. I mean, this guy, just fabulous. I went to visit him in his office, and he opened up his desk drawer. Maura. He pulls out the business card that he has had laminated. And he said, do you remember this? And I said, oh yeah. He says, I keep this to remind myself why I do this work. Thanks.